What's up guys, this is Javelin at English Tutor Hub and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a lesson about basic helping verbs in English. Helping verbs or auxiliary verbs don't have a specific definition. They help the main verb of the sentence. In this lesson, you will learn the basic verbs do, be, and have. We use the helping verb do to ask questions. Examples: do you like cake? Does Joey have a pet? Did you go to church? We use do in the present tense with I, we, you, and they. Use does in the present tense with she, he, and it. Use did with all forms in the past. When the question has a question word, you still use do after the question words. For example, where do you work? So as you notice here, do comes after a question word where. Where do you work? What time does the post office open? So here, does comes after the question word what. What time does the post office open? Why did she go home early yesterday? So here, did is the past form of do and it comes after a question word why. Why did she go home early yesterday? We also use do to form negative statements. For example, I don't like cake. Joey doesn't have a pet. We didn't go to church. So here, we have don't to make it a negative statement. To transform the sentence into a negative statement using a helping verb do, we add the word not after a helping verb do, and we contract the two words do plus not to make it one word, don't. And the letter that we omit, letter O, we replace apostrophe. So it becomes an apostrophe T. Don't. I don't like cake. Joey doesn't have a pet. So here, doesn't, we join the two words together, does plus not. So we omit the letter O and we replace apostrophe. We contracted the two words does and not to make it one word, doesn't. Joey doesn't have a pet. We didn't go to church. So here, didn't comes from a two word, did not from a contracted word, did plus not. So not, we omit the letter O and we replace apostrophe to make the two word one word, didn't. So we contracted the two words did plus not to make it one word, didn't. So we didn't go to church. Avoid this common error using no or not as the helping verb. Like for example, I no like cake. This is incorrect. As I've said, you have to avoid this common error because this is totally wrong when you say I no like cake. I not like cake. This is also wrong. It is incorrect. And these two sentences here are incorrect. You need not to say this. I no like cake. I not like cake. You should say, I don't like cake. This is correct. Helping verb number 2 is be. We use be to form continuous tenses with the ing form of the verb in the present continuous. Be takes the form of am, is, and are. For examples, I'm studying French. He's playing computer games. We're watching movie now. In the past, it takes the form of was and were. Example, he was sleeping while we were talking in the living room. And in the future continuous, it takes the form of will be. For example, tomorrow morning, I'll be traveling by bus in going to Singapore. So notice here guys, you have here I will. So I will, this is a contracted form of will. I will, so apostrophe I and then apostrophe LL. I'll. Okay? Tomorrow morning, I'll be traveling by bus in going to Singapore. And helping verb be, when you ask a question, the word order is different. And the helping verb comes before the subject. For example, is he playing on the phone? Because this is the question, so helping verb comes first before the subject, he. Is he playing on the phone? Yes. And if you gonna transform this into a statement, then the subject comes before the helping verb is. He is playing on the phone. Here's another example. Were you having lunch? So where comes before the subject you. Were you having lunch? And when you transform this into a statement, you will say, we were having lunch. So where comes after the subject we. We were having lunch. Helping verbs number 3, we have. Helping verb number 3 is have. We use have to form perfect tenses. In the present perfect, we have to use have or has. For example, I've finished my project. So I've here, this is a contracted form of have. I've finished my project. She has just left for work. In the past perfect, we have to use had. He said he had bought an iPhone. John had walked the dog before he fell asleep. And in the future perfect, we have to use will have. Like for example, by this time tomorrow, I will have finished this project. And in the future perfect, guys, in the future perfect, it is not very common in English. again, when you ask a question, the word order changes. Like for example, have you finished work? So if you're gonna ask a question, the word order changes. Have you finished the work? So that is a question. But if it is a statement, you have to the helping verb comes after the subject. I have finished the work. Another example here. Has she left the clinic? So has, helping verb has, comes first before the subject. But if it is in a statement, subject comes first before helping verb, or helping verb comes after the subject. She has left the clinic. And another example for the questions word order changes. Had he bought the iPhone? So had, helping verb had, comes before the subject. He, had he bought the iPhone? And if it is a statement, subject comes first before had, or had comes after the subject. He had bought the iPhone. So there you go, guys. That's the end of this lesson on basic helping verbs in English. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and let me know your thoughts and questions by leaving your comment below. Love to hear from you. My name's Javelin. Thanks for watching.